Starting to remember. Remember that Nox is no longer with us. Not to say that he's dead, but just being mind controlled. I see. He's just a conspiracy theorist live streamer now. It is kind of weird seeing Zero just like hanging around casually after so many episodes, but wish I could have something like that in real life, cause soldering's not fun. I do find it like cute that everybody's trying to like pitch in and help Baku with all of this. It's just like, I don't know. How do they know how to do all of this? Zero I can understand, but Nem and Minami. Actually, I feel like Minami might have like learned how to do some things during her time training to be an agent. Is this the first time we've seen him wearing like the agent outfit since the flashback we had like way back in the beginning? So he just kind of lingers around if you even like think about him. I feel like I've seen the 2D version of Sieg before, but I either thought it was like fan art or like, I don't know, just like not official. But I guess it is. That's just how he looks in 2D. It's interesting to just see that like Sieg's sticking around. Like he's kind of just there in some scenes. It is entertaining, but like guessing he woke up. Or that, whatever they're doing to him. I figured he was actually secretly going to be helpful in some way, but I didn't think it was gonna be, I didn't think that was gonna be his method. We already got it back and working. I was worried for a second that they were actually gonna let Bro go, but I mean, he probably wouldn't be able to, like, leave this place anyways. But this could potentially be the first good act that Zero does as a father, as far as Baku has seen. I don't know if there are any like 5 fans out there, but I feel like for me personally, 5 as a character falls a little flat for me just because he's just kind of there. And like whenever he was with Kureha, obviously like she kind of like stole the show more. But I do know like 5's still like important to like world building and everything. And I do like the fact that like it gives depth to Zero as a character, because I do like the fact that with Zero, he kind of has this thing where at the risk of being able to like be present in Baku's life, he's kind of just like taken the burden of trying to like save everybody and take in not just Baku, but basically like other agents like 5, for example. Give them a life like worth living, but at the same time, you know, they're still kind of doomed to serve code as a result. Man, when was the last time they just like 1v1'd each other? I feel like that was a while ago. I feel like that was resolved so quickly that I didn't even really have time for it to even like sit and build up, I guess. He's back to trying to like do things on his own, I guess. Yeah, I'm guessing they're not just gonna let him walk away from it that easily. I wouldn't be surprised if they just kill him right on the spot here. Ah, okay. I think I saw like a meme or something about this scene that explains it now. It does make sense. I do find it interesting that Nox is choosing to go back to working for, or at least keeping an eye on and protecting the lady. I mean, she did help him in many ways. Dude, I don't know what he's thinking he can even do in this situation. I appreciate the enthusiasm though. But I'm guessing him being there might be able to help talk Nox back off of the ledge that he's standing on. I'm guessing we'll get like big backstory drop, lore drop for those two. Oh, are we about to see something new? I've seen nothing about this form yet, so please be good. Okay, we're just making the existence of code like a public thing. I wouldn't really call this disappearing. This is kind of just like murdering someone in public daylight. Oh, are we about to see it? Ooh, okay. Kind of got like a remix on that henshin jingle. Ooh, okay. Looks nice from what I can see. Okay. It's pretty nice. Instead of a Pepsi Man, he looks like toothpaste now. I don't know how I feel about the capsum colors. I understand that you have to like stick to a color palette, but it seems like really out of place with the suit specifically. But I mean, I don't know. I feel like the entire series as a whole just has some very interesting color palette choices. I still can't get over how good the particle effects are whenever they use them for transformations or like special attacks or just at anything really. When he was charging up the sword, it just looked really, really clean. It's really fun to hear like lyrical songs in the background whenever it happens because I feel like this season it doesn't happen as much as past series has. Usually whenever there's music, it's kind of just like instrumental or like ambient music, which is nice, but when they kind of like break away from that, it's very nice. Also, Holy Aura. I'm guessing this is the end of him. Interesting powers. I was about to say, these guys are way too old to be thinking about like being robbers, but just looks like they only steal like items at the supermarket or something. I'm surprised they're letting him back on the job after everything he's done. But I mean, who else really do they have that could work on this? It's a pretty good design, honestly. There's just so much going on in the show right now. First of all, this for a show that takes place in a country where guns are not allowed, so many guns this season to the point where we need a monster themed around them. This whole subplot is just like so random to me. I don't know if I have it in me to like take it seriously or like care. I don't know how well this fight between them is gonna go, but I wasn't expecting Sieg to still be a problem to everybody else at this point in the story. Absolute writer, guys. Damn, that was like an insane impact. Hey, if you just end Sieg right here, I wouldn't really have a problem with it. I hope Extreme stays this imposing and unbeatable. I can't ever see it losing. I mean, I feel like every series, when it comes to like upgraded forms, it has a point where it's like, how could this ever like be improved upon if they really wanted to sell more toys and make a new form? Anything after would kind of just be like a cosmetic change, and that's really it. I don't know if I really want him to have a change of heart. I don't know. I figured he didn't actually have it considering the way he responded, but some characters are better without a growing arc. Yeah, you know, ever since the infamous Amatsu guy situation, like from then on I kind of just realized, you know, not everybody has to be part of the team by the end of the show. Seeing the lady reminds me of the fact that I think my opinion right now is that I would kind of rather her not have a redemption arc, even though there is a part of her that still like cares for Nem. I mean, I feel like Zero's probably gonna have like the parental redemption arc of the series, but if they do that with the lady as well, then it's gonna be like, oh, I don't know. I see the lady and Zero as like parallels. I feel like it would be interesting to have the lady be like their representation of the opposite end of that. I'm guessing since we keep seeing her in recent episodes, they're like finally gonna give her a little arc of her own. To be honest, I'd be fine if Sieg stayed this like depressed bum for the rest of the series, to be honest. I mean, I don't really know how you could ever come back from the things that he has done. As terrible as they are, the code headquarters are very nice. I will say that. I still ask, why do they not just have a key to the place at this point? Like, they all know each other. They've almost died together numerous times. As big as Kamen Rider is, and as popular as it is, I still, like, get surprised whenever they get these, like, huge voice actors on board to do things. I've seen this specific scene on my timeline so many times. It seems like, I don't know, the nightmares are like they want to be like recognized as their own like sentient race of sorts and run things on their own without needing humans to survive. or like needing humans to attach themselves to. This whole storyline is just like it's too much for me. I don't know if I've like mentioned this in recent episodes, but it is very nice seeing Baku doing heroic things in the real world, like in his civilian form. Oh, okay. Everybody's just getting shot in the show. So much fake blood. I mean, he is the gun nightmare, but like still. Gonna be honest, I don't know if I agree with Nem on that front, but thematically in the show, I'm sure it works. Yeah, nah, Suk should be dead right now if it was any real laws. He would, yeah, a 1,000-year life sentence, that's honestly really light for what he did. Alright, so I guess these are the final bosses of the series. Something that I would like to also mention is the monster designs for this series. So far I've thought they've all been pretty good, but none of them have really like stuck out to me. Like they're all like equally good, and that's what makes them like not really like stick in my mind. But something about the Phantom's design is just, it's very unique to me, and like it stands out. It seems like it would be easy to like recreate for a cosplay, but it's also just like so like feminine and beautiful in the way that it's constructed, and I feel like it's just like a very sleek design. Considering that they're now like used together, I do wonder what that means in terms of what's gonna happen once they like defeat the Phantom. America, oh my god. Yeah, like actually if you look in the background of these shots, you can actually like see me there. They actually filmed like right outside my house. This is probably my favorite like set in the whole show, to be honest. I figured he wasn't gonna take her up on the offer. Oh, I forgot they didn't know. Could I have mentioned, but at what cost? I do wonder if there exists like a full version of these documents somewhere at the Toei headquarters. I would like them to like actually release them, because I would read through everything. It would be interesting to see how they would have like documented all of this. Oh, we're going like found footage style. I see he's continuing the trend of side character, main character wearing shitty t-shirts. It's crazy how they still really haven't had a scene or like time together to just like sit down and talk about stuff. And it's like this far in the show. The closest we got was when Nox unlocked the new form, but wait, what episode is this? 41? Shit. I'm curious to see how these two forms will be against each other instead of fighting together. I don't know why we're bothered with the gun. I mean, like, other times when people try to use guns against the nightmares, it's because they don't know that it's not gonna work, but I feel like bro should know. It was worth a shot, I guess. I guess this is the end. Famous last words. Put that on my gravestone. Well, he died, you know, with hope that Baku can probably fulfill what he wanted him to do. I'm gonna miss hearing his voice, though. I feel like I associate it so much with the series as a whole, and I guess Code as an organization is kind of just done now, at least in terms of like having any of their headquarters or the leader or any like organization, really. What an episode. We're really cutting down the cast here. Zero got his flowers. Yes, I did see that. And that's why I knew that he was gonna die this episode. Oh, they have the Hyper Battle DVD out? Is Defeat the Kaiju. I see. The Hyper Battle DVDs are always like the most random fever dream stuff. Looks good on my end, yeah. I do like that the subs are like that big. It's easier for you guys to see it at least. I see, so is this like a pilot AU, or you know, like basically Evangelion. Oh, okay. Oh wait, oh my god, I'm remembering now. It is an like blatant Evangelion reference. I remember people posting screenshots of this scene, or I think it was like people leaking it, and then people kept saying it's like, oh, it's fake. Why would they have like a random Evangelion reference? I'm guessing canonically this takes place pretty early into the series, or like chronologically, I meant to say. I like how he just cuddles up to it like it's like a plushie or something. Is this really the type of nightmares that baseball players have? That a kaiju's gonna attack the stadium? Stuff like this makes me wonder if Power Rangers, or in the event that we would have like properly adapted Kamen Rider as a thing in the States, if we had the money, like, would we do stuff like this? Just, like, have spin-offs or, like, random specials to promote, like, football teams or something? I really wonder what goes on in the writing room when they do specials like this. 'Cause, like, me having to, like, explain the plot of this to someone else, it would seem like the most insane thing ever, but this is just, like, an average special when it comes to Toku kaiju fighting in Kamen Rider. I'm also wondering, did they approach this guy and like write the part for him, or just like any baseball player, or did this guy actually just like reach out and like he specifically wanted to do this? Oh, that's cute. I think I need that capsule now just for like the silly art of Zeztz and Zero together. Oh, he's got Zeroider parts on him now. As with many special forms when it comes to like these random little like one-off specials. Yeah, not sure how I feel about it, but it's just here to do the job. Sell the toy. I do like the mouthpiece though. Well, that was like a fun little side quest for us to go on.